AULA F75 versus the F75 Pro. And the real question is whether that Pro badge buys you anything you'll actually notice. Both are 75% boards, both are hot swappable, both do wireless 3-ways, so you're mostly paying more for different switches and side-printed keycaps. That's great if you want a cleaner look, and wasted money if you just want the better typing sound. By the end, you'll know which one fits you. Let's break it down. So how do these two actually feel under your fingers? Because that's the thing you notice every single day. Both are gasket mounted, meaning the key plate sits on soft padding instead of being screwed straight into the case, and both come stuffed with foam layers and switches lubed at the factory. That's why neither one sounds hollow the way cheap boards do. The difference is the switch. The regular F75 ships with AULA's own pre-lubed linear switches, and the sound people describe over and over is that deep, creamy thok everyone's chasing right now. There's one buyer's description of the F75 that stuck with me. This is my first mechanical keyboard, and typing on it is weirdly relaxing. The keys have that creamy feel, and when I type fast, it sounds like pebbles in a creek. The Pro, on the other hand, runs pre-lubed Reaper switches, which are just as smooth with no scratchiness, but they land brighter and clackier. One owner who went in wanting creamy and thocky said the Pro was a little too clacky for their taste, and I'd take that seriously because it matches how those switches get described everywhere else. So, if the sound profile is your deciding factor, the plain F75 is arguably the one you want, and that's the cheaper board. Both are hot swappable with 3-pin or 5-pin switches, so you can change your mind later without soldering anything. The keycaps are where the Pro really goes its own way. It uses side-printed PBT caps, so the letters sit on the front face of the key instead of the top, which looks clean on a desk and lets the lighting glow through without legends chopping it up. But if you still look down while you type, you can't read a thing. And a few owners mention the stock caps feel thin next to aftermarket sets. Pick either one up and they feel about the same, both around 2¼ pounds, heavy enough that they don't slide when you get aggressive in a game. One buyer put it well about the F75 Pro. This thing is heavy, and the shell feels like dense plastic that doesn't show fingerprints. If I didn't know better, I'd swear it was metal with a coating on it. That said, both cases are plainly plastic, so if you want an aluminum chassis, neither of these is it. And some Pro owners have hit double presses or a space bar rubbing its neighbors, so test every key the day it lands, though that's a minority. Connectivity is a wash, since both run Bluetooth 5.0, a 2.4 GHz dongle, and USB-C wired off the same 4,000 mAh battery, though on either board leaving the RGB on takes you from weeks of runtime down to days, and Bluetooth is the mode Pro owners complain about most. Same story with the extras, because both give you the multifunction knob for volume and lighting, plus the same macro software, which is Windows only and clunky, so Mac and Linux users are living off the onboard shortcuts either way. Which brings us to where the extra money actually goes. The Pro costs more, and it's worth being blunt about what you get for it, because it isn't more battery, more connections, or a nicer case. Those are identical. You're paying for the Reaper switches, the side-printed PBT caps, and the south-facing lighting that throws the glow forward across the keys instead of straight up at you. The base F75 hands you the same gasket build, the same knob, the same hot swap sockets, and, by most accounts, the softer and deeper sound, for less. Neither is pretending to be a boutique custom board, and both give you more keyboard than the price suggests. So the gap between them isn't really buying you a better keyboard, it's buying you a different look and a different sound. Here's the call. For most people watching this, I'd take the base F75 because the deeper, softer sound is the part you live with every day, and it happens to be the cheaper board. The Pro earns its extra money if you care more about how the keyboard looks than how it sounds, since those side-printed caps and the forward-throwing lighting give you the cleanest desk of the two. But if you're new to mechanical keyboards and still glance down at your hands, those blank-looking keys will fight you, so stay with the standard version. And if you like a brighter, clackier typing sound, the Pro is the one built for you. And you, which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments. Links below in the description.